LeBron James came to the Drew League, baby. He came to shut it down. He came there to get away from all the negative attention. He came there to change the narrative. All this un-American comments about him. He's unpatriotic. He came here to flip the script. And that's what he did. He flipped the script. So, when was the last time you seen LeBron James take the floor in a Drew League? Hit the like button, good people. When is the last time you saw LeBron Ramon James take the floor in the Drew League? DeMar DeRozan been playing in the Drew League, playing all the games. This guy shows up once his PR goes bad. They blasting him as unpatriotic. He does things for other countries. Don't care about America. Now LeBron wants to flip the script. And his agent told him, you know you need to flip the script. You know what you should do? Go join the Drew League. Get on the team and go play. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and play. That's what this is about. John, this is the G League. The Drew League. He playing against people that's scared to do anything to him. He out here playing against high school AAU coaches and kids that are not going to see no parts of the NBA. He's in there with a bunch of butt kissers. Anything LeBron do, you want to hear what they say? Anything, they just cheering. They're like, oh, anytime he do any move. You would have thought LeBron James played for a whole different organization. Of course he scored 40-something. And who's guarding him? You're a professional athlete in the Drew League. And you're LeBron James. He could have scored 65 if he wanted to. He got DeMar DeRozan on his team. You know he got to have a super team even in the Drew League. Even in the Drew League, LeBron James has got to have a super team. Right. He trying to play with DeMar DeRozan. Man, this is fun. Yep. I'm sorry I even brought Russ over. Yep, you should have been over there with us. Yep, we still trying to make that happen. Come on, man. You don't want to stay with the Bulls. Tell them you unhappy. All anybody was doing was watching LeBron. That's what their concern was. Let's watch LeBron. Offensive foul, shove, brick. Look, who did he take to the cup? A guy who played high school basketball 10 years ago. Pickup game Johnny. Look, pickup game Johnny. Yeah, what is this going to do for him? Does it look like anybody's playing any type of real defense out here? They can't afford LeBron James to get hurt. Are you kidding? This is the LeBron James showcase. He here to promote himself, to change the narrative. This is what he wants y'all talking about. That's what I'm saying. I understand young people. Young people, listen. I understand that you guys like LeBron James. And I do not blame you for believing LeBron James is the best professional athlete in sports or in basketball history. I don't blame you young people for thinking that. I don't blame you. They've programmed you to believe this. They programmed you to believe that. They programmed you to believe that this man is the greatest athlete in professional sports. And I'm sorry, I don't care how much they cost and how much rich people buy them. I would never buy those shoes. Sorry, Kanye, I know you black, but I would never buy those Yeezys. Those things look ridiculous. But look at the way this man is dressed. He dressed like he colorblind. So I guess the shoes fit. Now, I understand if people don't remember because they weren't around when other people, was playing. It wasn't their era. So they didn't understand the game. They didn't understand how real it was. They never understood it. So when you see LeBron James, you automatically start thinking, wow, he looks the part. He looks like he should be the best player in the world. But if they didn't repeat it to you every day, you would not think it. Not at all. What's up, Bear? You get back on PS5 yet? Yeah, so the whole thing, this whole LeBron playing in Drew League was only done because he had that controversy over his comments with Brittany Griner or whatever, and about America. And how in his cancer, and everybody's been on social media blasting him. Now he feels like I got to do something to change the narrative. I have to flip the script. It's him and DeMar DeRozan on the same team. Are you kidding me? Going up against Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You going against not? I wouldn't say that about them. The team they went against is just some little kids and some guys who never made it ever. Pickup game 3-on-3 is as far as they ever going. And you got two NBA players on your team, professional athletes that do this for a living. Now, I'm quite sure they had best intentions on their mind when they did that. Yeah, no problems there. Best intentions. Well, when you start looking at what they call big picture, did they do an ad? Did an ad break come in? If not, I can chill till the ad break is over. Oh, okay. Now, oh, okay. Somebody said it's done. You good? That was weird. Okay. Now, LeBron James came out here because his agent, the Freddy Krueger looking Adam, told him to go out and do this to change his image because of all the controversy from his statements he made on that show. Talking about, I don't know, maybe she's anything about coming back to America. Which I understood what he meant. He wasn't trying to be unpatriotic. He's just saying, man, if I'm sitting here for 100 days, then hell, I got to think about my country. How much they really care about me if they ain't trying to get me out? Because it don't seem like they trying to do a damn thing. So I understood what LeBron meant, but you knew the other side is going to spin it to make it sound like what it isn't. Yeah, I like the Drew League. I like the idea. I like the history of it. So I'm glad from the positive side that this helps the Drew League. Like as far as people, going to buy the tickets, coming to see there, or for the sport, the game, and all of that. That's fine. It's fun. But uh, what this was using the Drew League to fix my image. I need the Drew League to come in here and patch my ego. I need a stroke of the ego so everybody could be talking about me in the Drew League and not me being unpatriotic. I just don't want y'all to be fooled. Do anybody know the last time LeBron James has played in the Drew League? Why is he playing in the Drew League now? I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm not saying that, hey, LeBron, you ain't supposed to ever play in the G League. I'm Drew League. I'm just saying, why now? Did he play in the Drew League last year? 2011. So he has not played in the Drew League since 2011. And now it's been 11 years. And 11 years later, you decide it's time. It's very funny. This comes right off the heels of all the controversy when people weren't liking LeBron. I told you, I don't believe in coincidences. Right. That's why I make these videos so you would know the truth. Right. They just don't. The people, like, if he was serious about playing in the G League, he'd be out there with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar been playing since it started. But it's a dog and pony show for LeBron. He don't care about being out there. Who cares about him having fun? He just want to do his thing. Look at him dancing, prancing, rolling up his pants. Is he playing in tights? Yeah, you dunked on the guy that works at Walmart. I guarantee you he won't dunk on me. I guarantee you he won't dunk on me. Brick. Guarantee you he wouldn't dunk on me. As soon as he came to lane, to dunk on me, I'm going full John Clark Van Damme jump kick. Bah! That's a foul! Yep, it sure is. You didn't even attempt to go for the ball. No, I did not. Take it out. Take it out. Take the ball out. I'm going to drop kick him out the sky. Exactly. And even in a G League game, where this is supposed to be fun, this ain't what they showing y'all. Look, he about to get thrown out. Look at brother like, man, just hold on. Let us do our job. Hold on. Let us do, look, hold on. Let us talk. We the refs. You are not a ref. Get the hell up out of here, homeboy. Hold on, right? He don't care nothing about who you is. Look, brother about 6'10", 250. He been doing this for a minute. Now you better stay in your place, bro. You ain't in the NBA now. Now he trying to have a conversation here. Look, hold on. Stay your butt out of it. You about to get tossed. Out here crying and running your mouth. Like, dog, this is a Drew League game. Stay, hold on. Like, hold your rope, homeboy. You doing too much. Once again, trying to implement his LeBron James. Look, brother, like, look, dude, slow your roll. He getting in full NBA mode right now, training how to complain to the refs. Hit the like button for LeBron being a whining, complaining little girl trying to change the narrative. I actually took LeBron's side in all that unpatriotic stuff. Because I know what he meant. But see, a lot of y'all believe LeBron is smart. Right. They got this dude who doing Lyft. He a Lyft driver. He going to do his Lyft job right after this. He gonna clock back in after he take his shower. You got the Lyft driver guarding LeBron James. You know, he play ball. He play it to stay in shape because he be sitting driving all day. I be sitting and driving all day, but I love to hoop. So I go out there and just start hoop. That's what I do. Everybody, LeBron put up 46 in the G League. I'm like, dog, nobody cares. It's the Drew League, homie. Did anybody care when Isaiah Thomas was putting up 65s and 50s all in the G League? He's supposed to do that. It's the G League. So they putting LeBron on the free throw line. Oh, LeBron gets a dunk. They have plenty of Nike athletes that play in the Drew League. They have plenty of Nike athletes that play in the Drew League. Plenty of them. But he's going against a guy when a guy out here looking like tractor trailer. And he going up and down the court. I'm like, dude, this dude look like tractor trailer. What is he doing out here? And they were in a dog fight with them. They were in a dog fight with them. Let me show you what they didn't show you. When LeBron was out there, right? He started to get tired. And this is when the real LeBron shows up. They ain't gonna talk about that. There he go. He gets tired. You see him chewing on his doggone mouthpiece. He starts slacking off. Look at him. He walking like he tired. Everybody moving up and down the court. Look at him. He's standing still. He is down there. Nobody on defense. This LeBron guy. That's the guy that guards LeBron. LeBron ain't nowhere to be found. He still ain't down here after they didn't hit the shot. He's staying at the other end of the court. So they inbound the ball. LeBron guy's still here because LeBron is still on the other end of the court. So they pull out a double, get a steal, and lay the ball up. LeBron James still ain't down here. He just showed up now. They done scored 4 points and he just not making it across the court. Yeah, boy, you getting ready, boy. Woo, playoff mode activated, baby. That's the LeBron James I know. It's not a real game, Cino. Yeah, this is the real LeBron. He doing it even in a Drew League. He tired and he starts slacking off. Now they done scored. Now LeBron comes down to get the ball. His guy was down here the whole 2 plays. Now it's a 1-point game. A 1-point game against a bunch of doggone Uber drivers. A team of Uber drivers. You got DeMar DeRozan and LeBron James in there, and you in a dog fight. You in a dog fight in this game. It's a 1-point game with 5 seconds to go. You in a dog fight. See, they ain't gonna tell you about all that. All they gonna say is LeBron had 14 rebounds. He did all that. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you what really happened. Now, down, they up one, right? So they have to intentionally foul LeBron James. They inbound the ball to LeBron. They intentionally foul LeBron, put him on the line. So LeBron is up one already. All he got to do is seal the game at the line. This is all LeBron James has to do is seal the game at the line. It's 103, 102, the NBA superstar players versus a bunch of Uber drivers, and they are in a dogfight. Don't tell me LeBron got 45 points when he done gave up 65. Don't tell me this. You gotta watch what actually happened out here. You should be looking at this and saying, how is you got DeMar DeRozan and LeBron James on the same team? This dude got a superstar dog on stack deck in the Drew League, and he in a dogfight with Uber drivers. So now Bron goes to ice the game. Come on, Bron. Do what you can normally do. Ice this game. Woo! There you go. Hit the first 2-point game. And of course, he rolled up his doggone pants because he don't like the long ones. You got tractor trail out here trying to go for the rebound. He bricks it. Oh, the other team gets the ball. Timeout is called. Down 2. Couldn't seal the game away. Now he wants to argue. Hold on, boy. No. It's supposed to be our ball. Look, I'm going to tell you one more time. Brother, I'm going to tell you one more time. Shut the F up and let us ref this goddamn game. No, you talking too much. Look, take your butt over there and you sit down. I run the G League. The Drew League. This is what we do. I ref this. I go home to my wife. I make $25,000 a year. You making millions. Shut the F up. Look. Look. It's they ball. It's 2.7 seconds remaining. They go for the 3. They don't get it. Game over. LeBron James done win by 2 points. LeBron wanted that game to be over quick. Now they got to rush LeBron out of there. So he barely beat the Uber drivers. But did you see how brother was finna take his head off? Brother didn't want to hear it. All that crying. LeBron want the game to be over. Man, the game is over. How you gonna do that? The game is over. Bron, look. Brother had to put him in his place. Right, LeBron is mad they got the timeout. But see, this is why you got an OG out there. And that's why I respect OG. OG was like, I ain't one of them old crusted up white boys out there in them striped uniforms. They won't let me get one Because I'd have smacked the hell out of one of the damn NBA players. See, he know how to talk to Bron. You see what Bron did? He shut the F up and went on the sideline. That's what you do. You shut him the F up. Look at him. That's how you, that's what, you saw an OG come in there. You 6'9", brother, about 6'9" right along with you. Old school ain't going for that. You gonna shut up. And I like the old school. Shoot, old school told the female, the chick too. She come out here like with her LeBron James thing. But is LeBron right? Look, you take your butt over there too. You go over there and sit down and get off my court. Give up the ball and you go sit down. There you go, old school. Two men are talking. Stay in a woman's place. Stay in your lane. We don't need no side chatter. I already checked him. He got out of line, he got checked, and now that's that. Go on, have a seat. That's taking control. That's right. Grown women should be jumping in no grown men conversations. If two women are fighting and arguing, no man's supposed to be jumping in there. You always see that to a man jumping in there, two women are arguing and stuff. You deal with your woman. You don't get in the middle of it. Yeah, you know what? You go, and that escalate a problem all the time. Men jumping in women's business. You let women conduct themselves and handle their own business. Same thing apply for men. When two men have a problem and they situated, they don't need no side chatter from no woman. Let the two men handle their business. They're men. They'll talk it out. See, that's the problem nowadays. People think everything's sexist. It's not sexist. It's just common sense. It goes both ways. All right, this is a situation where LeBron James had no business getting involved. The two refs are having a conversation. Here he come jumping in the middle. What? I thought you said that we getting the ball. No, he called a timeout. They called a timeout on the side. Yep, that's what the call is. How he gonna do that? And he look, man, look. I know my job, okay? He called a timeout over there. He got the ball. As soon as he got it, it was a timeout call. Before he threw the ball. So it didn't even make a difference. He called it and they called timeout. Immediately, it was called over here. They signaled timeout. Get your ass off my court. Man, we might lose this thing. We in a dog fight with the damn Uber players, bro. Man, but you did good. Man, you went out there, you got 40-something points, and the rebounds, that's all we gonna talk about. Nobody cares who win this game. All they care is LeBron James is back. He made a statement tonight. That's all they care about, young blood. Man, I just hope we don't lose this thing. I can't believe it, man. We this close with these Uber players, man. That dude, I believe that dude right there, he served me fries. I was in the mall. He was in there. He was the one that served me fries. Man, I can't believe this, man. We can't get no L off no lucky shot, man. Come on, bro. Oh man. Pickup game Johnny. With 2.7 seconds left, they had the wrong guy get the ball. He should have just shot a deep three. Cause I'd be like, what we got to lose? We won just by hanging in here with these dudes. We weren't even supposed to be in the game. And we almost won. We lost by 2 points. If I'm in the G League and we just lost by 2 points, if I'm on the Drew League and we just lost by 2 points and we all NBA players. Right. Why don't he go play Summer League? Go in the Summer League then. Go jump on the Summer League team. Go run around with them. Oh no. No, they don't want people to see that. They don't want people to grow. They don't want people to ascend to anything, So, uh, not too much. See, Taylor Rooks got to deal with the Bleacher Report, so it's not like you got Kendrick Perkins out here talking about what he's doing and all the nonsense he's been going through. Oh, they finna talk about this. Skip, I'm telling you right now, LeBron, whoop! Wait the next season. Wait the next season, Skip. I'm telling you, he's special. He's looking real special. He's ahead of schedule. Skip! Do you realize it's July? And LeBron James. Man, LeBron James, he been toured and been doing so many different things, but he always stay in shape. That's what I like about Bron. He always take the game serious. Bron, Skip, he was indestructible. I'm looking here. 46 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, what more could he do, Skip? He was transcendent out there. He was showing those young players, this is what it takes to get to the next level. It reminded me what my grandfather said, dope. Mm-hmm. Just because you see dirt in the yard, don't mean that it's soil. Yep, exactly. If my dog had a square butt, it'd poop blocks. But it don't. So I would say like this. Skip, Lakers gonna make some noise next year, Skip. That's all I gotta say. No, you got it. You got it. You got it, Skip. Skip. Well, Skip gonna give you the truth. But they always had this disdain for Kevin Durant. All-time ranking with Rasheed Wallace and Giannis. What did I think about that? If Giannis and Rasheed Wallace, they are two different type of players. Rasheed Wallace can impact a game and improve a team that's already there. Giannis is the type that can carry a team to victories. That's the thing about, like Rasheed had post-up game. He can shoot the three. He can go in the blocks and do all these things with the footwork. Giannis is will and determination and athleticism, and he's a freak of nature. So he's improved on shooting the ball, but still he's not like how Sheed and all those guys were. It's like spin around, reverse, turn around, like hook shots. Giannis is just it's pure determination, and he will make it. He can carry a team to 50 wins just by him being there. Rasheed Wallace can't do that. Where did that get Giannis this year? To the second round of the playoffs. They got to the second round. They looked pretty good. They lost their number 2 in the middle of the playoffs because the floor was all messed up. He sprained his MCL. Well, the NBA was different back then. Had they been smart, they would have protected Allen Iverson and done a lot more with that than against it. I never felt like that. You talking about against LeBron James? No, I don't hate LeBron James like that. Like, it's just accepting the fact of what it is. Are you serious right now? That guy is done. That guy is done, 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 done. Like that guy that always come on there and say that word, he trash. Whole Lakers trash. LeBron James trash. Played in the G League, going against somebody that's a Lyft driver. He doing DoorDash. He playing in the Drew League in between pickups. And you could barely beat them. Gotta shoot free throws at the end. And you got DeMar DeRozan. Both was up for MVP of the whole league last year. And you can't beat them. Trash. Bubba Dub. Sylvia, how am I blaming LeBron James for things that's out of his hands? What's out of his hands that I blamed him for? What is out of LeBron James's hands that I blamed him for? Please tell me. I am curious to know. I blame him for not speaking up on the Jalen Walker situation. Absolutely. Tamir Rice, that situation too. I blame him for playing the role of activist, but selecting and choosing what he want to be active about. Don't do hopscotch. Jump right in and jump out. He hopscotching around from box to box. Cause then you're a fraud, you're phony. But my thing is, why you haven't seen that? And why wouldn't you have anything to say about that? Sylvia, you should be not happy about these things. It's selective outrage. He said, I don't care what they do or say. Okay. But I care when it's misleading the people. When you're promoting an agenda, I have a problem with that because you're hindering us as people. It goes more for him not speaking up about it is that he never does anything from where he's from for his people that he claims he's fighting for. But he only does it when it's something that could benefit him. This is what we're waking people up from. Wake up out of the stardom of celebrity and say, what is that person actually, what is the real gold here? You never, ever, ever commit to something until you know a person's angle. You have to learn their angle first. You have to know what is the main goal. What are they really doing here? Just like this Drew League. LeBron being in this Drew League was only because he wants to clear his image based on what just happened in the previous week. That's the only reason he's playing in this Drew League today. You see, I'm trying to get people to look beyond the smoke and mirrors and the distraction and look at what really went down. His reputation took a hit. And even though he didn't intend it, and I was the one saying, LeBron didn't mean that. He wasn't trying to talk about no country. I know what he meant. Everybody black basically knew what he meant. But you put it up in interpretation where they could twist it against you, which they did. to make you look unpatriotic. I don't think anybody should tell anybody black they being unpatriotic. They have a right to be unpatriotic if they feel like it. Now, LeBron can't say stuff like that, but I can. You can't tell a black person they unpatriotic. Period. They have a right to not be. No, these aren't black issues. He put himself out there. See, that's the thing. Michael Jordan don't be on Twitter tweeting and getting involved in all these situations. He's not out there taking knees and looking into the camera and doing all this stuff that Kaepernick's doing. The thing is, if you're gonna play the role, then you gotta be the role. You can't be selective on what you want to be involved in. But it seems like you're only selective when it makes national attention. If it's national news around the world, then, oh, okay, yeah, I can get involved. Because it's national news. This is going to do something for me. They're going to pick it up on TV. But this is your hometown where you from. These are your first fans. Before you knew who LeBron James was, they knew. They went to the games. They rooted for him. These his people. And you don't have no sympathy or no empathy, better yet, in your heart for those people. Them your first LeBron James followers. Them your first LeBron James anything. Your first autographs, everything. That town. And for that alone, you should want to do something. So that's what it's about, Sylvia. It's not about him. All athletes got to start speaking up on all black issues because this is not a black issue. This is an issue of fairness in the law. Now, I did a video on Jalen Walker because the whole thing about Jalen Walker's situation is it never should have happened in the first place. He never should have drove off and took off and started running from the cops. The videotape shows what looks like a flash from the gun from the car during the chase. Why are you in the chase with cops? Why are you wearing ski masks at night, all black, with a gun? Allegedly, they found a gun on the seat. I don't know if they planted it there or not, but everybody's talking about the rounds that got there. You got to look at it. How many cops? 90 shots was fired. And they was like, that's excessive. He was hit over 60 times. Some when he was already down. The other cops are responding to on the megaphone that an officer had been fired upon. So they don't know the situation. They knowing that they're going into a situation that's live. Live meaning that this person is armed and dangerous. He shot at an officer. So you might be shot if you encounter this person. So they're going to come out guns blazing. And everyone's talking about the amount of shots. You have to realize that it is night. There's about 6 police officers there. Each person, each officer has about 10 rounds or 15 rounds in a clip. So you guys think that guy shot 10 times, this guy probably shot 9, this guy probably fired 6, 7 times. They don't know if all the shots is hitting this guy or not. It's nighttime, it's all black. I'm not making excuses for the cops, because I do think 60 is excessive, and I think they did probably shoot him a lot more when he was down. But I'm more upset that Jalen Walker put himself and his family in that situation from running from the police officers. But we never look at facts. We look at what the outrage of it. Because we hear that number and just like think, you get pissed. Anybody black gonna get pissed and they hear somebody been hit 60 times. That's just excessive. Kobe Bryant never spoke out about black issues. Kobe Bryant never pretended to be an activist. My thing is, I don't want athletes to come out and I don't need a professional athlete to come out and speak out on black issues if it's not what they do. If it's not what you do, don't be something that you're not. LeBron is being something that he's not. He's a phony. So that's the difference. They're saying, oh, we need more athletes to speak out. I'm like, no, not really, unless you want to speak out. Because if you don't want to do it, and I don't think somebody should force you to do something you don't want to do. But if you play the role, you got to play the part. You put yourself in this, I'm the activist. Okay, well, get active. You played that role. Michael Jordan never pretended he was that guy. The Jordan Foundation, he put his mother in charge of that. Like, oh, hey, that's my mama thing. I just want to play basketball. And that was his thing. He just wanted the ball. Craig Hodges was the activist. And he was trying to get Michael Jordan to do some crazy stuff. Boy, I like, dude, you got to understand. Magic Johnson, them ain't finna walk out on no NBA finals. Yeah, that would have an impact on their careers. They want to play ball. Magic and Jordan, he want them to walk out on the NBA finals. We should just do a walkout on the NBA finals. That'll get their attention. It's going to get a lot of attention. Jordan's going to be like, I'll be working at a car wash. Shoot, are you kidding? Why am I not blaming other athletes? What athletes do I do? I just gave you the perfect scenario. If it's not what you do, you don't do it. Some people probably not into this political field. They don't know the ins and outs of it, so they just shut up because they feel like saying something could make it worse, and they don't even know all the facts or details, so they just shut up. LeBron always is speaking out. He's always on Twitter whenever there's some news out there. When enough is gonna be enough. When the school thing goes down, the thing that happened in what's the name, Vlad, Texas. He all on Twitter, ain't he? Retweeting, tweeting on Twitter like a mug, ain't he? Then he shows pictures of his school in the middle of it. This is not a time to promote the LeBron James school when people are losing lives. Showing video of him going to school hugging kids. Go ahead, I tell you. Oh, we don't want to hear about that. The reason why Jalen Walker's name comes up is because he's from Akron, Ohio, where LeBron James is from. LeBron James claims to be an activist. This is his claim. So when he spoke out, he just said, I feel bad for my city. That's it. Very vague, nothing else to it. He never even spoke on the scenario. And everybody was like, where you at? Even Tamir Rice's mother wanted LeBron James, man, you don't even wear a shirt. I'm not asking you to risk your job. You don't even do a retweet. You don't do nothing for Tamir Rice. She was hurt. So if you're going to play the part, don't play it just for your convenience. But you know who ain't going to tell him? His advisor, his white advisor. who was on the phone with Rachel Nichols talking about he was exhausted from Black Lives Matter. When your client, you got out here doing all the Black Lives Matter, taking a knee. LeBron never spoke up about that. Like, hey, man, your man was on the phone with Rachel Nichols. And they laughing, talking about Black Lives Matter. Why ain't nobody black talking about that? Thanks for the super chat, Jonathan. I appreciate it. But you see, that's what I'm saying. People get caught up in fandom. And they just so easy to run and defend LeBron before they realize, well, damn, he got a point. You think we just be saying stuff just to hate on LeBron? No. We're just stating facts. Bears in the chat. Bears from Cleveland. So, fortunately for him, he got out of there. But Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, they might be showing an ad right now. Ohio has the highest rate against African Americans. It's not a very good place for African Americans. Now, what we got to really look at is oh man, somebody must went all the way back to when I said somebody's like, man, you must be real far behind. But no, LeBron James wouldn't dunk on me. Because as soon as he thought he was gonna dunk on me, he getting super kick, Chris Adams super kick right out of there. He gonna get that John Claude Van Damme. Yeah, pow. Da, 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 da. I never in my life let LeBron James dunk on me. Getting Van Damme, baby. No. It's not how I see it. They'll get it to work one day. One day. When everybody can get on the same page. See, they don't like when the former athletes say it. See, us, they could write us off as y'all bitter, y'all mad, you not played in the league, you don't know. Then when Kwame Brown comes, who's played with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, played very successfully in this league, he starts saying the same things that I was saying. I was, yes, that's what it's going to take. Right there. Somebody that played in the league, because now you can't say nothing. Now you can't say, oh, he just making it up. Oh, he just a hater. He just saying that. He never played in the league. Kwame Brown played in the league. He was the #1 draft pick. And now he's saying it. So if he's saying it and I'm saying it, now it makes them look wrong. So they got to stop that right away. You disturbing the message. You're disturbing the agenda. And when you start disturbing agendas and all people are asking is like, man, like why we don't have these education in the school no more? Like what's all this about? Why are we not doing this? Why is that frowned upon? When I say we need to have accountability and start taking some accountabilities amongst ourselves, that should be promoted. We should be teaching our kids not to run from the cops, to put ourselves in dangerous situations. But some people, create scenes so they can get arrested. And hopefully somebody got a camera phone, they can record it because they want to go viral. I've seen that. It's sad. It's pathetic. Because the cop don't even be on that. And I seen him like, he just like, man, I don't want to be here. I got stuff to do. Like, why are you even putting up all this fuss and fight? Just, okay, well then just provide me an ID and you can go home. I don't got to show no ID. I don't need to show ID. I ain't showing you nothing. I ain't did nothing. I ain't got to show you nothing. Well, you do. I'm the law. So I'm going to have to see some ID if I need to see it. No, I don't. Next thing you know, they got to get tased, taken to jail, and then it's a whole riot. They tased him over an ID. Sometimes we got to make smarter decisions. But sometimes people are doing this because they want this attention on social media. Well, that's what they do. Shouts out to Kwame Brown. He just showed up. Ain't that something? Yeah, we just had to educate Sylvia a little bit. She had her LeBron James pom-poms going on. Even though she claimed she wasn't. It's okay. See, we can have a nice discussion without it being any problem. If I was on StreamYard, is there a link? Oh, I wish it was. If this was StreamYard, I would have definitely dropped a link. I should have done a StreamYard. That's crazy. That's courtesy of Vlad. No, these those Oreos. The golden ones are the best. LeBron had a superstar team on Drew League. And he only did this because he seemed unpatriotic in his statements about Britain. I know what he meant because I'm black. So I know exactly what he was trying to say. But he put it in a way it could be twisted as unpatriotic for LeBron James to be saying and making these kind of statements. But see, they don't want professional athletes to speak anything negatively about the flag. You're no longer black, you're an athlete. And that's what I'm quite sure his white agent told him. You're not black, you're LeBron. Remember, his white Freddy Krueger looking agent Adam said he was exhausted from Black Lives Matter. When he done created a whole charity foundation based on Black Lives Matter. Got LeBron taking a knee, putting on shirts. And said he was exhausted from it. And Rachel Nichols, they're laughing, even though they all on Twitter, right? Posting Black Lives Matter support and all that stuff. And they're just laughing the whole time. I know, right? And that came out to the world. That's manna from heaven. And a black lady leaked that. And no one talks about her. She lost her job. They suspended her immediately and she quit. She's like, oh, I quit. And she went and got another job because she put it out there to the world. She played it for Maria Taylor, who they were trying to hide it from. A black woman played that for her. And she don't want any attention, nothing. She ain't doing any interviews. She just went to another job, and it was another 6 and 7 other black people that quit and followed her. They quit also. None of this was reported. Behind that incident, 7 other black people left the ESPN based on this incident and the suspension of her. That's how much they cared about her. They risked their own job and said, we walk. That black woman got up and did what was right. She said, I'm going to play this for Maria Taylor. All right, they don't want no professional athletes sitting there talking about, oh, this is what's wrong with America. I never complained that Michael Jordan didn't do that. Y'all said Kobe Bryant didn't do it. Sylvia went right to Kobe. Kobe Bryant wasn't an activist. He didn't ever play the role to be. Basketball was his main focus. Everyday training and everything. That was his focus. He didn't get caught in what was going on around the world. Now, all of this chaos wasn't really happening when Kobe was playing. It wasn't like that when Kobe was there. But still, he wasn't that guy. He didn't portray to be that guy. Jordan never did. His mother was. He gave her the Jordan Foundation. Let her run it and do these acts. Jordan's starting to get into philanthropy in the later parts of his years. But you don't see him taking no knees, going out there doing these things. He's actually trying to put programs together to actually do things for black people and people of color. He's putting his money where his mouth is. He's actually doing that in his later years. So I'm not complaining. People got to be who they are. To say an athlete have to do something is insane. But when you portray to be that role, nobody asked you to do anything, jump out and be no activist. LeBron started doing this and trying to get credit for being an activist. I'm involved because I care about my community. Okay, well, Jalen Walker's from Akron. Where's LeBron? Tamir Rice's mother. They right there in Ohio. These are your first fans. Before the whole world knew who you was, they knew you. Did you know Akron has the largest gentrification in history? They never tweeted nothing. Mav Carter's from there. Where's Mav Carter? He could be on Twitter. They evacuated all them homes of them people in that area, gentrifying the area right around the school that has his name on it. Because what they want to do is take away all those blacks who live there, too close to that school, clean the neighborhood up, gentrify it for what they call middle class, the new middle class. And more Caucasians and Hispanic families are moving in that area. One of the largest evictions in the state of Ohio took place in Akron. Where was LeBron? They just evicted all of these people out of their homes. Where was LeBron? Mum's the word, because he's doing what Jay-Z did. He act like he owned the Brooklyn Nets. He had a 0.0000000.0001% of the Brooklyn Nets. And they used his face and his blackness and his fame to build that Barclay Center right there in Brooklyn. And what did they do? All those little mom and pop shops, all them people that ain't wanting those spaces, they kicked them out, kept raising the rent so they could drive them out of there. Gentrification. Got them out of their environments. Now look, they got them all out of their environments. Now look at it. If you look over there now, you wouldn't even recognize this. Like, this can't be the area where the Barclay is. Look at all these people over here that's not from over here. You got people from the Ukraine there. You got a bunch of foreigners over there. It's like, wait a minute, in this area? Yeah, that's what they're doing. In LeBron James' school, they want to gentrify that area, eliminating people of color around the school. And you allowing them to do it. A school that you can't control any of the education curriculum, you have no say. That belongs to the state. And the people that's supported you, they're paying all the money for your school. Their taxes. So you just added a burden to the whole city of Akron. LeBron James don't have a school. He has a school that has his name on it. Smoke and mirrors. You look at people like Jalen Rose, who's had charter schools, other NBA players who have real schools where they control the the academic curriculum that transpires in these schools. Not only that, it's free. It's 100% free for the students. They got charity organizations they all by donations. That's why we're shocked LeBron didn't do a charter school. Why wouldn't you do a charter school? And people are like, oh, you don't do a charter school because of this. No. Because the state can change what they want to teach in the schools. You can't. In the charter school, you can dictate what is taught in there. It's crazy to me. It's baffling. And they already saying they're finna make changes in the LeBron James school with certain things that they're learning. LeBron don't care. He's not even involved in it. So this just goes to show you, when people are fans of someone, they block out anything that they do to focus on the distractions that's out there. You're blinded by fandom instead of doing what's right and talking about what's right. LeBron James ain't played in the Drew League in 11 years. Why is he playing in the Drew League now? because his ego took a hit and his reputation took a hit when they said he's unapologetic. Unpatriotic, not apologetic. But guess what else he did that I didn't even talk about yet? I didn't even make a video. LeBron James on the same show says he hates playing in Boston because the fans in Boston are so racist. But he's a part owner of the Boston Red Sox. And he just talked about the Boston fans. He got a part ownership with the Red Sox. So the people of Boston is more pissed off with LeBron for saying that when he's an owner of the Boston Red Sox. He probably didn't forget about all that. You see what I'm saying? They don't want you to be black or with anything. You are LeBron. That's it. That's how they see you, and that's how that's gonna go down. See, Brittany Grinder or Grinner or whatever you want to put it. My thing is this: where's your LBGTQTC community? Where are they at? Where are they out there on the streets parading and marching and doing all they can to get you free? You in a group? Oh, selective. Okay. See, that's what LeBron should have said. Where they at? Where's the federal government at? It's the government's job to get them out, to get her out. He ain't got no problem to get her out. I know everyone's raving about the Drew League. He only did this because he wanted to change the narrative of what people are talking about. Because right now it's about LeBron being unpatriotic. See, what he said on the show backfired, and it went against from helping Brittany situation to him looking unpatriotic. Now, here's the thing about Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker situation, as I told you once again, should have never happened. When people run from the police, they running for a reason. They did something that they shouldn't have did. It wasn't a speeding ticket. He didn't want to pull over to the cops for a reason. He should have never taken off from the police. As a black mother, I would have told her to say, you have to educate your son. You have to tell him not to run from police officers and get in high-speed chases, because you can end up taking someone's life who's just outside, period, or anything. You can end up hitting another car and taking someone's life. It's stupid. Don't do it. If they ask to see your ID, you got your ID, just show them the ID so you can get in and out of there, no problems. That young man never should have lost his life. I'm upset that that even happened. I'm upset that he's got a mask on, driving like a ski mask he's wearing, driving, running through all these complexes, everything. It's nighttime. And on the video, it looked like he actually fired at the cops. I don't know if it's true, but it looked like it from the thing when he looks like a muzzle flash. But that's from the camera up above. So I'm upset that it got to the situation. So when you hear about the 60 shots, and it's of course that's gonna get anybody ticked off because they know what to get you outraged about. Right. You don't put yourself in that situation because you're gambling with the fact that they're gonna take your life anyway. And they tried to tase him at first, but then he got away from them. But he's armed and dangerous. He's considered to be armed and dangerous. They got a call on the radio that he fired a shot at the cops. So any other cop arriving on the scene know it's a live situation. They're coming on a live scene, meaning that they have a live shooter. So when shots are fired, they made it look like it's 60, but look how many cops showed up. And they all are just, shooting rounds. Each one got 15 rounds in the clip. They all are firing from different areas and different spots. Now, they can't tell how many hit him or who else hit him. They don't know all that. They act like one person hit him 60 times. And that's not what happened. It's different people were shooting. So I'm not defending the cops because I think when he was down, I think some people probably shot him while he was down. I really believe that. But you know that Ohio is the state, for the number one state in the United States of America where blacks are losing their lives to police officers. In the whole state, Ohio is number one in the country. So if you know that, and they've been number one for years, why in the world would you put yourself in that situation? And now they found a gun on the seat. Now people gonna say they planted it on him or whatever. It could be. I don't know. But all I know is what they reported, that they found it on the seat. So they're gonna do the test and see was the gun fired and did he actually fire a police officer. So we'll see what the investigation, points out. But the liberal media, who has an agenda, they only gonna focus on 60 shots, 90 rounds fired, 60 hit. That's just obsessive. The police are out of control. Zeno hates Ohio? Absolutely I do. And I told you I will never go back to the state of Ohio. And this was years ago, 2016. I've been telling y'all about Ohio for years. The police officers and how they treat blacks, period. When you tell me a state is the number one state for unarmed blacks getting killed by police officers, I don't want to be there. No, we went there and played basketball on the thing, and they said, this is a private residence. I'm like, no, it ain't. We can play here if we want to. It's a public park. And the dude I knew exactly what time it was. Every time I went there, Ohio, it seemed like the cops it's just like, now you know me, I can get along with anybody. I'm sensible. But when you can tell when people are very unsensible, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You going way above your job right now. You being extra. And one of the officers was chilled because he knew, he said, oh, this guy must, he must know or been around some cops. Like this guy he knows the law, he knows what's going on, and he's definitely not the guy we thought we was gonna meet running up. They came up there and they thought I was gonna be one of the confrontational, angry black men to give them the reason. And he changed, his whole attitude changed once he was like, can you provide some ID? And I had my ID, I had everything ready for him. While his partner still like got that, turn around, get on the car. Hey, don't move your hands off the car. I'm like, you don't have to be extra. You don't have to be extra. Like they try to be really forceful. I'm like, I'm not a threat to you. I'm unarmed, hands on the car, no threat, not verbally assaulting anyone. No need for the tongue. And then when he was getting loud, and I told him, I said, can you tell your partner to enhance his calm? And once I started talking like that, I was like, enhance your calm. That's when he was like, oh, wait a minute. I think we might be making a mistake here. Yeah, this is no, like, I thought this was going to be one of those gangbanger type guys. I think we're making a mistake here, John. Like, we might have to let him go. Like, hey, just I'm like, this is a free park. And then it's just like that Chris Rock said thing, say, don't roll with a crazy dude. Crazy dude get y'all all like lit up. I'm like, dude, you live out here. You want to yell at these police? You do it when I ain't around. Don't start yelling at no cops when I'm around. I ain't trying to go out in a blaze of glory with you. I'm like, I ain't getting blazed up with nothing in my hand. If I'm going out in a blaze of glory, that means I didn't drop 15. It must really be going down. Come on. Do you think the NBA cares? And his cancer exposed them. I mean, he totally napalm bombed the NBA. I'm dead serious. He napalm bombed the entire NBA. He got them up out of there. Well, if you look at the NBA right now, you're saying to yourself, okay, they promote like they are this, they care, and NBA cares, and all these different things. They are ran by China. See, we as brothers think that we the number one people that run the NBA. That is so not true. We're the ones that play in it. China has no players in the NBA. Not one. But yet they determine all the decisions that are made in the NBA. They can influence it with their money, everything. They'll just say, we're cutting it off. We're not broadcasting your game. Because that's where the NBA makes the bulk of its money, is China. That's why they're always running back over to China. And LeBron knows, don't ever go against China. Lee Wong James is not going to go against China, ever. Mm-mm. Well, looks like we're back. No, the NBA didn't do this. Vlad didn't do it. My battery died. Phone battery died. Yep, it's one of the costs of doing business. Battery just died. That's all. Yeah, the quick recovery was plug the phone up into the charger and stay over there by that charger and don't you move. Man, I spent a lot of time getting caught up on sleep that I've been missing for the last 48 hours. I've been missing a lot of sleep. So today was like clean up, and sleep. So tomorrow is just going to be more the same of just more taking care of all of the, like I would say just washing clothes, doing the things around the house. That's basically what we're going to be on. What we don't know what the Lakers team's going to look like this year. Did they bring Malik Monk back on the Lakers? Did he get a good deal? Because he was on a 1-year deal. And yeah, Monk can score, but your situation is going to change because Lazy Lloyd is finally dropping music. Yeah, he did. I mean, I'm listening to it. It's a lot of good songs on it. I'm on right now. I'm at the song with him and Jadakiss, so I'm listening to that. But besides that, it's I heard the one with Beanie and the one with Conway. I heard of quite a few songs, but I'm still listening to the album. Mark is on the Kings. Okay, that's what's up. Because it didn't make no sense for him to stick around with the Lakers. Tennessee Larry, what's going on? There are a lot of people that just don't have any type of, you know, leadership, responsibility, nothing of the sort. No, it was more to less of me going in the direction that I wanted to go in. You know, I felt like this is the direction we should go. That's the direction we go in. But the Lakers right now has got a whole new regime because they got a coach that don't play games. The reason he got Rasheed Wallace is because Rasheed Wallace is hands-on. He gets on the floor and actually coach. That's the way Darvin Ham coaches. He'll get on the floor and coach and show you what he's talking about. That's how he want Rasheed to do, and that's what Rasheed does. And they work real well together. And he knows I don't need another former head coach trying to be my assistant, really trying to be a head coach. And then we got 3 head coaches out here, and we can't have that. We need people to be able to coach by assigned title. And you weren't going to have that by sticking around getting Darvin Ham. And then you can't have the other coach. He knew. He's like, oh, I can't be here. Me and Ham ain't going to work good together. So he took some assistant job somewhere else. But it's crazy because Laker fans was already saying they gonna fire Darvin Ham after 4 years or whatever. Darvin Ham's gonna get fired if he don't do this and that. He's already talking aggressive and he's gonna clash with LeBron. This is a bad move for LeBron. Well, we gonna see it. We gonna see. No, I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it like that at all. We got to get it cracking though, you know. So it's just a matter of time, but we got to get that cracking. But yeah, but let me go ahead. I'm finna go make these videos for y'all. Start cranking them out. Because we still got some on deck. I got a Russ video y'all ain't seen yet. So I got to put that out to y'all. Then on the Patreon, you know, the Vince McMahon video is just still, that's knocking down doors. So we're going to keep it moving. But on that note, we out.